Hi everyone, welcome to the lecture number 9 of vector integration. In this lecture, we'll cover the remaining problems of Stokes theorem. Okay, some problems I have written. Prove that integral over C a bar cross r bar dot dr bar equal to 2a bar dot double integral over s ds bar. Okay, then evaluate double integral over s del cross f bar dot n cap ds, where s is the curved surface of the paraboloid x square plus y square equal to 2z bounded by the plane z equal to 2. One example of paraboloid we have solved, I think, where f bar equal to this vector function. One example of paraboloid we have done already, where plane is x equal to 0, here plane is z equal to 2. So accordingly you do the changes. Okay, you will get a circle as the curve of intersection, because here we are going to calculate double integral using Stokes theorem. It means we need to calculate the right hand side, which is a single integral, which is a line integral over C, and the C is the circle. Okay, when z equal to 2, you will get x square plus y square equal to 4. So accordingly you proceed in this example and try to find the line integral, and the answer for this problem is 28 pi. This type of problems we have already done. And finally we are going to talk about the last type of problem, verification of Stokes theorem. Okay, in verification of Stokes theorem, in verification problem we need to calculate both left hand side and right hand side of the theorem. Okay, means that is a quite lengthy example. Both calculations we are going to do. Okay, now let us prove first example. First example is prove that this. Okay, so now consider left hand side of this integral. So this is the left hand side. Integral over C a bar cross r bar dot dr bar. So this is like f bar dot dr bar. Okay, it means f bar equal to a bar cross r bar. Now C is the closed curve. Okay, therefore by Stokes theorem, C is the curve. Therefore by Stokes theorem, not closed curve, by Stokes theorem this is equal to double integral over S, where S is the surface of that surface which is bounded by the curve C. Now del cross f bar dot n cap ds. Okay, this is equal to del cross f bar dot n cap ds. Now let us calculate del cross f bar. Okay, we need to prove this equal to what? 2a bar dot ds bar. Okay, therefore I will give this equation number 1. Calculate del cross f bar separately. Del cross f bar is del cross a bar cross r bar. Now for this we are going to use the identities. Okay, this type of identities we have del cross u bar cross v bar. That identity we are going to use. By that identity, this is equal to del dot r bar into a bar minus a bar dot del into r bar. Okay, by using identity. Okay, by using identity, del cross u bar cross v bar, this will be equal to del dot r bar into a bar minus a bar dot del equal into r bar. Del dot r bar is 3, that also we have, minus a bar dot del of r bar. This is a group operator. When we operate group operator on r bar, it gives us a bar. Now 3a bar minus a bar is 2a bar. So we got value of del cross f bar as 2a bar. On using in 1, the left hand side will be equal to double integral 2a bar dot ds bar. Now this 2a bar is a constant that we can write outside integral dot ds bar, which is the required right hand side. Okay, means here we have not done any kind of integration, we just have used one identities. Okay, and by using we have shown the LHS equal to RHS. So this completes the first problem. Okay, second is for homework. Now let us start the calculation for the third, verification of the Stokes theorem. Okay, so for this problem I will write first in solution f bar is f bar equal to xy square I cap plus yj plus z square x k cap. Okay, this is the f bar, and the region will require, we have a rectangular region bounded by x equal to 0, y equal to 0, that is x and y axis. If you see the equations, x equal to 0, y equal to 0, that is x and y axis, up to x equal to 1, y equal to 2, and z is totally 0, that is z equal to 0 means it is in the xy plane. Okay, so it is a rectangle in xy plane, and it is bounded by x equal to 0, x equal to 1, so x equal to 1 will be this line. Okay, and y equal to 0 and y equal to 2, so somewhere here y equal to 2. Okay, so this type of integral we have, rectangle we have. Let us give these names O, A, B, C, and draw the anti-clockwise direction, because one line integral we are having in Stokes theorem. So for calculating line integral, anti-clockwise direction we consider. Now this point also you can determine. Okay, this is the point x equal to 1, y is 0. This is the point y equal to 2, x equal to 0, and this is the point of intersection of 2, so 1 comma 2. Okay, these are the 4 points, and this is the origin 0 0. Okay, by Stokes theorem, write on the statement now. By Stokes theorem, integral over c f bar dot dr bar equal to double integral over s del cross f bar dot n cap ds. Okay, for verification we need to calculate both the integrals, left hand side integral and right hand side integral, and we have to show that they are equal. So one by one we'll do. First I will complete the left hand side integral, then we'll complete the right hand side integral. Give this equation number 1. Now the left hand side integral, integral over c f bar dot dr bar. Now c is this curve, this rectangle, this boundaries. There are total 4 different paths. This is one path, O to A to B is another path, B to C another path, C to O another path. This completes the curve C, and this is the surface which is bounded by that curve C. Okay, now this integral is same as integral over OA plus integral over AB plus integral over BC plus integral over CO. Okay, of f bar dot dr bar, f bar dot dr bar, f bar dot dr bar, f bar dot dr bar. Okay, now if you take dot product of f bar over the path OA, over the path OA, y is 0. Okay, and z is also 0. So if you put y equal to 0 and z equal to 0, dy also 0, dz also 0. So the value of f bar dot dr bar will be equal to over OA, y 0, z 0. So this is 0 completely. Okay, f bar dot dr will be 0 plus over AB, over A to B, x is fixed, x is 1, right? So if x is 1, dx will be 0. If x is constant, dx is 0, and y is changing, y is variable. Okay, and z is also 0. So if you put x equal to 1, dx is 0, and after taking dot product of f bar and dr bar, we'll have finally y dy there. Okay, and y is changing. The limits of y are 0 to 2 over A to B. Over A to B, y is changing from 0 to 2. And after taking dot product of this f bar with dr bar, and by putting x equal to 1, dx equal to 0, only y dy will remain. Okay, third path B to C. Over B to C, y is constant, so dy will be 0. So if dy is 0, this term will get vanished. Z is 0, therefore this term is already vanished. Y is 2, so 2 square is 4. So 4x dx will have there. Okay, over the path AB, 4x dx will remain, the value of f bar dot dr bar, and limits of x are changing from 1 to 0. Okay, and over the final path, x is 0, then z is 0, and y is changing. Okay, so over the final path y is changing, therefore y dy will remain, third integral y dy will remain, and the y is changing from 2 to 0, so the limits will be 2 to 0. So this type of 3 integrals will get. After evaluating them, we'll get here y square by 2, 0 to 2, 4x square by 2, that is 2x square, 1 to 0, y square by 2, 2 to 0. Okay, so after putting upper and lower limit, 4 by 2 is 2 plus 0 minus 2. So here we'll have minus 2, and finally here 0 minus 2 minus 2. So 2 minus 2, 0 minus 2. So final answer is minus 2. So the value of left hand side we have obtained as minus 2. Give this equation number 2. Now let us calculate right hand side, and we have to show that it is also equal to minus 2. Then only the theorem will be verified. So the right hand side is double integral over S curl of f bar dot n cap ds. So for calculating right hand side we need to calculate del cross f bar n cap and integral, double integral. So del cross f bar value will be by definition ijk del by del x del by del y del by del z xy square y z square. These are the components of the vector function f bar. Okay, xy square y z square x. Its determinant will be equal to I into 0 minus 0 minus j into z square minus 0 plus k into 0 minus 2xy, which will be equal to minus z square j minus 2xy k cap. Okay, so this is the value of del cross f bar. Now if you see your surface, this surface is in the xy plane. Okay, and we know that z axis is perpendicular to the xy plane. Okay, and the vector for z axis is k cap. Therefore the normal vector to this surface is plus k cap if you go in anti-clockwise direction. Z cap plus k cap will be normal vector to that surface. Therefore the value of n cap for the surface in xy plane can be taken as directly k cap. Okay, so this will be n cap is k cap. And why it is plus k cap? Because of the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, if we consider clockwise direction, your n cap will be minus k cap in that case. Okay, that thing you have to understand. So here we have taken the direction of the curve as anti-clockwise, therefore the value of n cap will be k cap. So we have del cross f bar and n cap also. Take their dot product. If you take their dot product of these two vector, we will get minus 2xy only. Okay, because j component is absent here. So only minus 2xy will remain, and the value of ds is dx dy because it is the surface in xy plane. Now we need to carry out this double integration, and the limits of x and y are also with us, which are constant limits. So we know the double integrals, we have studied them. When the limits are constant and the variables are separable, we can separate both the integrals. Okay, and that's what I am done. Minus 2 is outside, integration of x separate, y separate, the constant limits separately given. X limit is 0 to 1 over that region, and the limits of y over that region 0 to 2. After doing integration, both integration will be x square by 2 and here y square by 2, limit 0 to 1, 0 to 2. After putting upper and lower limit, minus 2 into 1 by 2 into 2, which is again minus 2. And the same we have calculated for the left hand side, minus 2. So we have left hand side also minus 2, right hand side also minus 2. Hence by equation 2 and 3 you can finally say by 2 and 3 Green-Stokes theorem is verified. We have verified Stokes theorem, we have determined both sides, and we have obtained both of them are equal. That's why the theorem is verified. Now one problem of verification I will give you for practice, you try it at home. So this is the problem for homework. Verify Stokes theorem for f bar x square plus y is minus 4 into I cap plus 3xy j cap plus 2xz plus z square k cap over the surface of the hemisphere x square plus y square plus z square equal to 16 above xy plane. So the surface is hemisphere above xy plane, half of the sphere. Okay, so this type of situation you have there, and this is the surface, yes, and it is bounded by this curve, which is circle in xy plane, which will be equal to x square plus y square equal to 16, because z is 0. If you put z equals 0, you will get x square plus y square equal to 16. It will be a circle of radius 4. Okay, C. You will need C also, you will need S also for doing the doing the example on verification of Stokes theorem. And the answer for this problem of left hand side and right hand side both will be equal to minus 16 pi, that you need to show. So try to complete this at home. If you have any kind of doubt, you can ask me in comment box. Thank you so much, and in next lecture we'll start the next topic, divergence theorem. Okay, that's it from example of Stokes theorem. We'll cover the remaining topic of the unit number 2 in from next lecture. Okay, thank you so much.